Hello, all. Sean Waite with We Success in Sales Coaching. And today, as part of my Interview with an Expert series, we're going to be talking with Jody. Jody Hill is one of the, she's a realtor with Better Homes and Garden. And when I think expert, Jody just fits the bill. I work with a lot of people, a lot of realtors, a lot of mortgage, a lot of title people. And Jody just, what I believe in is relationship-based selling. And Jody exemplifies that. Easy for me to say, exemplifies that. She does such a great job. And today we're going to find out how she became the expert, why, and just why her people love her so much and just keep sending her business. Because as an expert, that's what we all want to be, right? We want to be the person that people look at and go, I want to do business with them, and not just transactionally, but I want to send my friends and family and those I trust. So I'm going to bring Jody on. Here she is. Hey, Jody, welcome to the Interview with an Expert series.
Hi, Sean. Thanks for having me.
No problem. No problem. As I mentioned in my prologue there, you are one of the people that when I think of people who are experts in an industry, you fit that bill. And that's why I wanted to have you on today. Um, in the real estate industry, we've all seen the numbers. The average person knows 12 realtors. The
Yes.
average person who gets into realty or real estate only lasts like 2 years. So my first thing is why do you think that people don't make it past that 2 years? Why, if a new agent comes in, how do they get to be an expert level like you?
Well, honestly, it's a lot of years of commitment. And I think a lot of people get into it thinking it's going to be a lot easier than it is. So I think that plays into that a lot.
I think you're dead on. I think a lot of people just treat it more like I love doing this, and I think it'd be cool to do it, as opposed to this is a business, right? It's a business
Right.
about relationships, but it's still a business.
Right. They think it's going to be, an easy job too, but really there's a lot of time and commitment that goes into it that people don't always realize.
And behind the scenes, right? People just see the fun, things on Better Homes and Garden as well, but also like, on cable TV of, oh, we go and look at 3 different houses and we get to choose one and our offer gets accepted.
Yeah, right.
That's just probably not how it goes, right?
No, it's not at all.
Well, very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm going to start with my 5 questions.
Okay.
And the first one is why did you start in the business? Why did you become a realtor?
Well, I was looking for something that I could just have unlimited potential with, not just financially, but that I could just grow with. I'd been in management positions and other jobs, and you feel like you work yourself to the top and then there's no place else to go. So that was one of the reasons. But I've also always been very interested in real estate personally for myself, in rental properties, short-term and long-term. So I've had long-term rentals, and then I also have a couple vacation rentals, which I really enjoy that too.
It's so cool because knowing you as long as I have now and seeing the different things that you do. And, if you're talking to new realtors out there or even current realtors who aren't, is any of the stuff you're doing, can most realtors do that if they're willing to work at it and arrange their business?
Absolutely. And I've always told anybody that comes on new, I've mentored several agents, that it really is a big time commitment, and it's not something that's going to happen overnight. You have to put in a lot of time and energy into it. But that's how you build relationships with your clients and people that trust you. They're not just going to trust you overnight. So it's definitely building relationships is the most important thing. And that's what's made my business successful.
But you got to do the work, and you do the work.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a big differentiator is you don't treat this like a hobby. This is a business of relationships, and you make it happen. So
absolutely.
Excellent. What drives you?
What drives me is seeing people purchase a home, see how happy they are, but being that matchmaker for people really, really drives me. It's so rewarding, whether I'm giving a first-time home buyer their keys or somebody that's buying their 3rd or 4th home, or just selling a home for somebody. There's always a story that goes with their
Mhm.
home. And I feel appreciative and prideful that they allow me to be in their personal lives, because you really are in people's personal lives when you're helping them buy and sell, and they need to feel that from you. So that's something that really drives me. I enjoy being that matchmaker for people.
And I think people notice it too. You're not transactional. You're not just listening, going, okay, as you're in the back of your mind going, okay, what can I list this for? What's my commission check going to be? You
Yes.
actually, I mean, this might sound weird, but you actually care. You actually listen.
I really
And
do. And I think that's why I still love my job after 20 years. It just isn't a paycheck for me. I've developed so many relationships with people over the years. I've been to weddings, birthday parties. I know when their baby comes, and sometimes I know when they're not going to be together anymore, and they feel like they want to let me know, because they've just become an important part of my life. And I can say, because of that, over the last, more than half of my career, I'd say 90% plus of my business comes from referrals from my past clients, and friends and family.
because not only are you a resource, you're a relationship. You're something, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And I think
Absolutely.
as an expert in your field, you exemplify that. So,
Well, thank you.
what makes you an expert as a realtor? What makes you an expert?
Well, I try to be really good with communication. That's the thing I think that gets frustrating for buyers and sellers a lot, if they feel like they're left in the dark and don't know what's going on. A lot of times we're doing things behind the scenes, just keeping the file going, but they don't necessarily know what's happening. So communication has always been a big thing for me. But again, also just staying in touch with them, even when we're not currently doing anything real estate wise. I do, again, really just care about the people that I work with, and I try to stay in touch with them. Just try to do community things and invite them and let them know how much I appreciate them. I have several events I do throughout the years just for customer appreciation, because they really are the backbone of my business and they are important to me.
One of the other things that I think speaks to your being an expert is the resources you have for your clients,
Mhm.
the other connections, the other relationships that you bring. I think really takes you up to that next level with the expertness of, you're the facilitator. If people
Mhm.
need something done, whether it's construction or remodel or something like that, you have those connections because you've built those relationships to get things done for people, not just the one-offs.
Yes. And that's true. And mostly that list of people I've comprised from past clients, because I like to give business where I get
Mhm.
business. So that's super important to me. But yes, I try to take care of the people that take care of me as well.
And the other cool thing is with going to the expert status is, like you said, keeping in touch with the people that you've helped before, and the relationships gives you a really innate knowledge of the community, of what's going on, the
Mhm.
trends, houses are coming up for sale, why they're priced the way they are, the situations. I think that really speaks a lot to your expert status, is how tied into the community and tied into your clients you are.
Thank you.
It's just like I said, I see you do it all the time. And you talk to some people and you're just like, oh, what's the average price of a home in there? You're like, well, hey, look it up. And you're like, boom, you just nail thing off. So um, what do you think has helped you rise to the level that you are at with referrals and such as that? I mean, is there a couple of things, if I'm a new agent or any profession, what can I do to help bring me up to that expert consultant level, not just a warm body?
Well, I think it goes back to, again, communicating, reaching out to people, putting yourself out there, not being a secret agent.
Yeah.
People need to know who you are and what you're doing. Um, and I think it's just being compassionate to people and their needs, and really just communicating and reaching out to people. And, I, at this point in my life, because I've gotten so many referrals and repeat business, I ask those clients for business because I want to work with people just like them. So I'm building a business of these people that are not just a transaction to me. They're actually my friends and family, and I want to work with people just like them.
would you say because you're very proactive, would you say that goes a long way in the relationships and getting deals done smoothly?
Yes, absolutely.
I would too, because one of the things I see you do all the times is you don't just sit there and go, "Oh boy, I don't want to deliver the bad news." You're proactive. You're giving the facts, but you're also finding out the ways to make things go forward and move forward. And I think that is huge in why you're such another level above a lot of your peers. So,
Well, and
excuse me.
that's exactly true. When you're doing real estate, not any transaction is like the other one. So different things will come up, and you just have to face things head on. And most of the time, things can be handled. There's a lot of emotion that goes with it, but sometimes we've got to step back from the emotion and gather the facts and see where we're going to go next with it. So I'm always there for my clients and just let them know that, hey, this isn't the best news, but what are we going to do next and how are we going to work through this? And oftentimes it can all be handled and everybody's moves towards a successful closing.
So what you're saying is that they don't just sign the paper, take the offer, and 30 days later everything's happy, and just every closes every time, every super easy.
No, I sure wish that.
It's just not. It's like anything in life, right? So,
Yep.
why do you think you get so many referrals?
I think it just goes back to the same thing, just asking for the business and having given that good service to my clients, and they think of me, but I try to stay top of mind with them too. Again, with just staying in touch with them and inviting them into my life, and they invite me into theirs. So
You just continue to add value. After, like you
yes,
said, after the transaction, you're always adding value, and you earn that right for that introduction and that referral. I think is a big thing because people want to take care of the people they know, like, and trust. They're going to send them to somebody like you who has proven that you're going to take care of them. So,
well, thank you. And
yeah.
again, it is an emotional
Right.
situation. And so somebody that you've worked with before that trusts you, then they do want to pass on their friends and family so that they know they're taken care of. It's not, you can give a referral to a lot of different things, but you really got to know that that referral you're given is going to take care of the people that they care about.
Well, yeah, because it's also shows back on me, right, as the
Yes.
referrer. You know,
Yes.
they're like, "What the hell?"
Absolutely.
So, um, so next, So, bonus question: do you have anything new and exciting going on right now, with business or with life or what's going on?
Yes, absolutely. I have a couple things. Have a brand new grandbaby. She was just born a few days ago, so we're super excited about that.
Congratulations!
Thank you, thank you. And then, so I'm always trying to stay involved in the community as much as possible. And so I recently joined the Drew North Foundation board, and the Drew North Foundation is to help, yeah, mostly young people, but anybody that feels that they need extra help, if they're feeling hopeless, maybe. So the Drew North Foundation is to help in suicide prevention and awareness and get the help for people that need it. Right now, the funds that they're raising they're hiring people to come into the schools and colleges and talk to young people. So they're training people to do that here locally, and then also sending people local out to be trained. But it's super important. Sadly, I feel like that's something that's rising in the area all over
It
the
is.
world right now. And so I was looking for something that I could really feel involved and passionate about. So I joined the board. And so we have a lot of fun things coming up, golf tournaments and different things. But I've committed to, over the next 12 months, I would like to serve 40 families. And with each closing I have, I'm going to contribute $250 to the Drew North Foundation to help them continue to do all the good work that they want to do in our community. And so I'm hoping to raise $10,000 for them in the next 12 months.
Wow. So, if people want to help you hit your goal, what's the best way to do that?
Well, to help me hit my goal, just send friends and family my way. And I'd love to give them great real estate service. And then we'll also make a donation to the community together.
That's fantastic. And I know you're also part of many other things as well with the community and with the different things you do. If someone wanted to get a hold of you, first, actually, let me take a step back. What are the communities that you serve on a regular basis? If someone lived in a certain area, what areas should they be thinking of when they think of you?
Oh, yeah. I serve primarily Lewis County, Thurston County, and Cowlitz County.
Okay.
I
Very
can
cool.
sell anywhere in Washington State, but those are the areas that I serve directly. But then anywhere you want to sell real estate, I can hook you up with a realtor. Even if it's out of state, I can refer you somebody. So if you, wherever you are, if you're having a hard time finding somebody, I can find a referral for you.
So what you're saying, as an expert, you can help connect them to other experts.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. No matter where you are.
And that's what the relationship building. You've worked with other people. You know who to talk to help make it happen for your clients, whether they're in your footprint or looking somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Excellent. What's the best way to get a hold of you, Jody?
My phone. I always have my phone on. So that's the best way to reach me.
Okay. What we'll do is in the notes, we'll put your phone number and your information. Thanks so much for being on today. Like I said, I love just the level you operate at and the way you serve, and you do it in such a giving way. You know, I know you want to help 40 families, but if you help 60, would that be all right too this year?
That'd be pretty great.
You'd be all right with that?
Yes. Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. All right. We're going to switch back just to my mug. Thanks, guys, for watching today. Jody is just, as you can tell, just from this brief interaction, she is the epitome of an expert. She brings it every single time. She is able to connect you with others. She's a facilitator, right? She's just not a one-off. She's able to connect you with all kinds of different people who are also experts, but she just loves what she does, and she loves the people. It's not just about being a transaction. So thanks for joining us. Hope you got some great information out of this, and make sure if you're looking for a realtor to buy or sell, either whether it's in her area or otherwise, she can hook you up. So have a good one.